won the round clearly. Climbing on that, Max DeLuca gave 4 of the last 5 rounds. You start to think that these guys are counting cards. Another Steve Morrow in 8 rounds to the guy. I mean, it's crazy.
You guys come down a little bit further.
It's crazy. These guys, ruin people's lives.
How did you see the fight? And did you think it was a close fight? Absolutely, definitively won the fight.
Dice que cuando tuviste la pelea, sientes que ganaste la pelea bien claro.
Pienso que gané bien, pienso que fui el ataque los dos, pienso que busqué la pelea, pienso que no solamente se equivocó los jueces, se equivocó el árbitro también, no contarle los dos como se busca.
He says that 100% I thought I won the fight. I pushed the pace the whole fight. I was backing him up. He didn't throw no punches. I landed the clean, the harder punches. Like I said, the judge, he made a mistake. That's what knocked him last round.
Did he hurt you at all at one point in the fight? And then what did you think about the knockdown, not called a knockdown?
Why don't you go interview Sean Porter? You know you were Sean Porter. You asked your stupid question. You know he ain't hurt him. He beat him every round.
Let me ask this. Was he surprised that Sean wasn't as aggressive with the try to...
No, yo sabía que yo traía el plan de pelea, sabía que para pelear, que iba a pelear así de esa forma que yo peleé. Yo pensé que él iba a pagarse un poco más de posición. Yo vine a pelear fuerte.
No, I had a feeling. I knew I was a stronger, bigger, stronger man. I had a feeling he was going to, try to move and not engage. That's exactly what I did, and I pushed him back. The fight, I felt like I won 8, 9 rounds easy.
¿Tu reacción cuando le dieron la decisión?
Your reaction when the decision was given?
No, sorprendido. Pensé que había ganado una decisión clara, una decisión justa. Y como digo, no solo se equivocaron los jueces, se equivocó el árbitro también. Hoy todavía.
He says, I was just super surprised. I thought I won clearly. I thought I was going to hear and the new, and they gave it the belt. Like I said, the judge made a huge mistake tonight, and this hurts my. I got great breath, but he also made a bad match.
In his opinion, does he?
Talk about this moment for you to tell Sean, come forward, come fight.
Una pelea fuerte y no quiso pelear porque al final luchó a Los Ángeles.
He says, I was just telling him, come on, let's fight. Let's put on a show for the fans. I came here to fight. I came here to put on a great performance. And I did that. Sean Porter didn't throw no punches. He didn't do nothing.
Some people watching it was a close fight. In his opinion, why does he feel he edged?
All fights are close at this level, you know what I'm saying? But there's a winner and there's a loser.
But why does he? What was the key to him that he feels that edged it?
Bueno, porque fui la mejor grupo, ataqué los 12 rounds. Yo pienso que ganó una decisión justa.
He says, I just feel I attacked the whole fight. I pressured him. I landed the cleaner shots, and he really didn't do nothing. He didn't throw no punches. I won the fight.
Lo que piensa él.
He said, who do you have winning?
You know I scored the telecast, right?
Okay, and who'd you
Tell
have?
him.
And fue en el juez para folks. Yo quería ganar.
And I scored at 115, 113 for you.
Is he a little bit happy that he kind of feels he won? A lot of people here felt he won. Is that a victory in its own? And the people got to see him on Fox now?
Para ti, es una victoria para ti, que toda la gente, todo el público te ve ganando.
Sí, yo venía a ser un campeón del mundo hoy, no pudo ser, pero pienso que sí me quedé como un peleador de élite. Demostré todo lo que puedo hacer.
So yeah, I'm happy that everyone here saw me win. You see where, I'm happy that I showed that I'm an elite level fighter, but obviously, I came here.
Sean Porter,
Do you match?
Tú has sido el mandatorio de Spence por un tiempo ahora. ¿Crees que con tu actuación de esta noche va a haber otros boxeadores que te no van a querer pelear contigo por lo que has demostrado?
Her question was that he was Spence's mandatory for a while. Is he worried now that after this performance, no one in the welterweight division will want to fight him?
No sé, el año pasado fui el mandatorio del PEN, que no peleó conmigo todo el año, pero yo pienso que van a tener más oportunidades. Pienso que hoy demostré quién soy.
So yeah, Spence mandatory. Spence is a great fighter. Obviously, that fight didn't happen, but I think I showed the world that I'm a top level fighter.
Are you looking forward to a rematch with Porter?
Pienso que sí, pienso que me la gané hoy. Pienso que el consejo es un organismo serio. Pienso que deberíamos tener una revancha.
Absolutely, I feel I earned it. I feel like I did enough to win this fight. He thinks that Mauricio Sulaiman and WBC, they're serious people. They do what's right for boxing, and the WBC should order a rematch.
I see he's very emotional right now. Can you explain to us what he's feeling right now, knowing the long journey that he had and it took him so long to get to this point?
Estoy orgulloso, todo el mundo 2014 decía que ahora terminamos la carrera, que todo lo que había hecho en la carrera no había servido para nada.
Told me my career was over, everyone counted me out. I just crawled back. And obviously tonight everyone saw me really fight and I showed I'm an easy watcher. I'm happy with myself and I'm happy with my team.
You've seen Sean Porter fight several times. Were you surprised that he was running as much as he was?
¿Tú estás sorprendido que este corrió tanto no hizo lo mismo?
No, yo sabía que iba a hacer esa pelea, que yo venía a hacer esa pelea. Yo estaba listo para lo que sea él, que a mi hermano.
Get in the ring, winner of Spence Garcia. What are his plans and how does he feel about that?
Porter dice que quiere pelear con García Spence, ¿qué tú quieres hacer?
No, yo pienso que revancha. De todas formas, estoy listo para el que sea, para el ponerle para pelear con él.
He says he wants to rematch. So he also, like I said, he feels again that Mauricio Suma on WBC should do what's correct here. I know the rematch. And he says he's ready for any watcher. That's why.
If he has a rematch with Sean, does he feel he has to differently not get a decision like he did tonight?
Si se coge la revancha con Sean Porter, es una cosa diferente para poder.
Ya, yo pienso que en una revancha ya la gente me conoce más. Eso voy a pelear fuerte igual. Eso que va a ser, no sé, pienso ganar una decisión.
He says, I feel like everyone now knows who I am. When I come to this fight, everyone will know that I'm here to win and I'm a name as well. And I think I'll just do the same thing. I'll push him backwards and I'll beat him up and beat him again.
Hoy te dijo que en la entrevista que tuvimos, que yo no estaba a su nivel, y yo tengo esa pregunta para Chon hoy, yo la veo.
He says Sean Porter in the face-off told me he wasn't at his level, and now he wants to ask Sean Porter, like you're on my level. And I proved you weren't tonight.
¿Te gustaría enfrentar al ganador de Spence García?
Ahora no soy campeón, pero la semana que viene pienso estar ahí en esa pelea y pienso ahora que las oportunidades van a venir. Conmigo hay que pelear fuerte y yo voy a dar luchar siempre.
Where do you guys go for
Son dos campeones. Eso es Spence, son dos campeones.
He says, they're two great champions, two great fighters, and he leans towards Spence, but he thinks they're a great fighter.
So where do you guys go from here?
He's going to go rest. He feels like he's got the best team in boxing. He's got to move forward
I like the question with, do you feel like another definite for the next fight? That was a good one. No Porter?
No, he's going to come out. I'll just stand right here.
Arm around him.
We're still waiting for Sean. Sean's coming still.
No, it's not. Because if you saw the fight, from your perspective, do you feel like I did look like better than before? So it's like an oxymoron, you know, like in that sense. Then yeah, you're gonna be like, that's a tough. You're right. But you're right. It's still a question.
Yeah, he said something.
That's something before.
It's not up there.
Oh, okay. There's probably something there.
This?
Just squeeze the mic in there.
Back to back.
She headed out. Her girlfriend's mom works for WBC. Oh, so sometimes she gets free tickets.
Kidding.
What happened?
Caleb Sykes' mom, yeah. I read about it earlier. Tennessee.
That sucks, man. That sucks.
Life,
You warm in there?
You're in 3.
No, no.
Somebody's mad at me.
You gotta get those rechargeable.
Every time I buy a rechargeable battery,
That's the battle right there.
it's not like my normal rechargeable.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Nervous. Think so? Yeah. It could have. Yeah. Yes. I'll see you over there.
Right this way. Sometimes it works better than this is just me all the time.
I like the
I don't know. I haven't trusted it, but I like it. Because they were getting those wild exchanges. It's hard talking about the they almost deserve to be there. Yeah. If you weren't supposed to run in trouble.
They're just going like, you wanted the crowd on your side, you thought you won.
press row is a little bit less. We all know it. You know what it is? That's like the one you gotta take your time with kids. You feel like more pressure. What has possibly changed the outcome of the fight? One card was put by only one. And something that you felt like you could have done, you know? You gotta understand, Sean Porter is a great champion, he's a great fighter.
Yeah. Is that a shadow?
You take away in learning.
Like everybody.
I'm going to try to get us, so he's not over there.
100%. I heard a lot of people for you. Call for the jab from third and fourth row. Jab, jab, jab. If you have to somebody stay home tonight, whatever it is, like they get hurt, or just not part of the strategy.
At least that means there's
Speech. Thank you. I think Peter was trying to call.
Thank you.
Peter.
I don't score fights. I'm just asking your opinion. So, if not Sean Porter, maybe you don't get a rematch. You did show yourself well. A lot of people thought you won this fight. You're obviously a difficult fighter. What, in your best case scenario, for you got to decide what happens next? Ugas, thank you for a wonderful fight, man. Exciting night, Radio Rocky.
Just his thoughts on
You didn't see that? Oh, that's right. Yeah.
last round. The last round, you close. Nothing struck me as any.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yes, I got you. He didn't like it. So I told me They sell $30 tickets. That's what I'm saying. They're standing room only at Cowboys Stadium. At Cowboys Stadium.
Yeah, when they scale it for 100,000, that was I think for Canelo, they had that open season.
Yeah, that was packed.
I think it's going to be like 60, 40, 90.
Yeah, that's what I was telling him. I even told Mike, I'm like,
That's why he's got everybody numbers.
That's like sitting in the hot section. Push the whole fight on that money.
We all know who the real promoter of the fight is. Mr. Johns. That's the real promoter of the fight.
Yeti.
I could see between 3 and 6. Fight that Spence didn't put any motion on that. They're really banking in on the Russian exposure. They're saying that's going to bring 1 year. Russian exposure.
That brings in
Primarily the face-off last year. Some basic television. Pretty much banking in on that.
that's bringing the average.
Yeah, exactly.
Not the hard boxing. That's their margin.
How many average shows is that going to bring? Yeah, you might see a spike like 20 to 50,000.
Good stuff. Big club. That was just like.
Big fight. Biggest draw fighter of the.
don't have any boxing. You should know that by now.
Yeah, no, he's one of the top, most famous. Big fight next Saturday in Texas.
She been teasing me about my Spanish service.
And it's something to do.
It's coming right now.
Sean Porter.
Is that where you're going to stand, Marcos? Is that where you're going to stand?
I want him here.
Right. That way I can crop you out of my shot.
You're going to see this. Yeah, I'm be like, fucking look.
I'm refusing to talk way about it.
It's only like
Lisa, can you get a chair?
Was it all because of weight? The struggle making weight?
No, I think it was. I mean, the legs kept moving. They kept churning. I thought the energy was there. Honestly, I was listening to the corner.
Excuse me, guys. Show me this chair.
My dad's telling me that the rounds were going our way, and to keep pumping the jab, keep moving, and don't let them touch me. You know, and I think, and trying to establish and execute that game plan, we stuck with it because it was what was working, and ultimately what my dad knew would get the victory.
Your legs are always a part of how you fight, but why tonight were you on the outside a little more often?
He's got to set up, and we studied Ugas. We knew that if I wasn't standing in front of him, he would have to, move his feet and think. We wanted to use the feet. I think maybe if anything, I wasn't strategic with my feet. There's certain moves that I can do and pull off and to get a guy to open up. And I didn't do that enough. But, I was fighting tonight. I think if anything, I just need to go and take a look at it and where the small areas were that I didn't either execute something that my dad was execute in the corner or something that I could have capitalized on that I let go of. So
how much did the temperature impact you?
Temperature was not a problem. Corner said we gonna take these 2 blankets out with us and we're gonna cover you up during the rounds. I said, listen, when I warm up during the fight, I think I'm good. They said, just listen to us. If we need to move anything like that, we'll move it. But this is what we're gonna do. And we kept it on for 12 rounds. We stayed hot. We stayed moist. We stayed ready.
Right before the cards were announced, did you feel comfortable that the fight was yours?
I did. When I heard it was a split decision. Recently, I've been hearing a split decision, and then it's called a split draw. I did not want to draw. I wanted to keep this belt unanimously, even though it was split. That still works for me.
Can you talk about the knockdown/knockdown?
Yeah, man. I slipped. I was like, "What's going on?" He wanted me to continue that. So, I think at points, I don't know if I allowed him to counter me. Probably halfway through the fight, a little more than halfway through the fight, maybe around 7 or 8, he started to counter me, and I picked up on it, and I started making the right move for it, but then I wasn't capitalizing after that, So, and that's how boxing is. Boxing's like that, and so it was my fault for going back to that immediate snap, So I think there are 2 points in the fight where I could have changed things, but again, we did what we thought we needed to do to win.
Were you Sean, what was the actual game plan for tonight?
No, not frustrated at all.
What was the game plan for
The
tonight?
game plan tonight was to do what we were doing the entire fight, but the game plan was to use the foot movement, use the hand speed, set up the power, turn him onto the corners and the ropes, and my dad it got to the point where he thought the jab was elusive enough. He thought the speed was good enough and the movement was good enough. He says, we don't need to force anything. And it wasn't a matter of safe, it was a matter of him wanting to take the chance when the chance was there. And I think my dad is smart enough to know take any chances and do any more than we were doing. And he told me that. He said, I don't think you did everything you needed to do to me. I don't think you need to do any more.
I don't know if you saw it, but Spence retweeted a video where you guys were very heavyweight.
Yeah.
And he said y'all Like
I heard
on the
that.
fight itself.
Yeah.
What do you think of that night confronting him on March 16th?
I'll be in Dallas. I'll be down there. Yeah.
Sean, do you feel like for a unification you could go to another level, or what you had tonight would be enough to win a big fight?
No, gotta go to another level. Gotta go to another level. And I think we have been able to do that for a long time. We've been able to improve. I can't tell you how long it's been. We've been, fight after fight improving, but I do know we've taken steps up every fight. I think if you're gonna fight Errol Spence, a fight like that has to be a little bit. You gotta dig down a little bit deeper, be a little bit more precise, and go for it a little bit more. I don't think just moving against Errol Spence is the way you fight. Keith Thurman. I think you gotta mix some of that in with Keith Thurman. Keith likes to move. He likes to play. He likes to play that cat and mouse and catch me if you can and catch up once I get ahead type of stuff. So, what we did tonight, I think if anything was just was what we had to do against Yordenis Ugas. I think it answers some questions for us in terms of conditioning, in terms of doing something at the weight loss, all that kind of stuff. None of that was in our minds at all. And when we get in the ring, we're solid rock. So
if we should decide to demand.
No, sir.
Go for it. You mentioned that you had to do this with Yordenis Ugas. Was this style complicated? Was it awkward for you adapting to it? I know his height, his reach.
No, I told someone. I told my coach, my assistant coach, strength and conditioning, Larry Way. I told him if I can get this guy to put his hands down, if I can get this guy to kind of get out of himself, then I think I'll have be in his head and it's done. And he came out the gate like that. He came out the gate. I don't know if he was trying to psych himself up. I know he was really pumped up for the fight, but the hands were down. He's shaking out and all that kind of stuff. And that's not the typical Yordenis Ugas we're used to seeing. We're used to seeing hands up the entire fight, and I'm coming after you. And so I think, at one way or another, I think that him knowing what I could do, I think he came out and might have kind of psyched himself out a little bit, because he was expecting me to be a little bit more flashy, and I think he was, trying to get that. And I think the jab was really, really effective this fight.
Do you feel that you separated from himself, like you're level above him, and that's why you won't give him the rematch, or how do you feel about the performance overall?
I don't want to rematch with Yordenis because I am looking at Errol Spence, I am looking at Manny Pacquiao, and I am looking at Keith Thurman. Obviously, if this fight didn't go our way, then those plans would be spoiled, and I would have to revisit that lane. But we got this win. I personally think we got it decisively. Anybody that is disappointed because they didn't see me throw 100 punches around, disappointed because they didn't see me going after Yordenis like I went after Keith Thurman or Danny Garcia or and hey, you're sore about it, but you can't fight every fight the same, and that's what we did. We made some adjustments and we stuck with our adjustments.
Is there anything you'd want to say to people who watch the fight and doubt that you won the fight?
I don't think there's anything I can do to convince anyone out there that I won the fight. I don't think it was a champion decision. I don't think it was a favorable decision because I have a bigger name or anything like that at all. I think that this was a fair shake. I think that Yordenis did a terrific job coming in the way he did, and if you think you feel let down, just wait on the next one.
Are these mandatory titles? Are they sometimes trap fights because you're maybe not as able to get as excited or motivated?
No, I wasn't not excited or anything like that at all against this. Yeah, I can hear him in the other room, his team from him, and rooting him on and all that. And the only thing I kept reminding myself is that not every team's the same. Not everyone gets prepared the same, acts the same, acts out the same, anything like that. So while they're hooping and hollering, I stayed to myself, stayed in my concentration, focus mode, and I went out there and did what I had to do. I think I was focused during the fight and listening to my corner, and I think it played out the way we needed it to play out. I don't think there was anything. My weight, me not making weight the first time, is not a reflection of how I measured out Yordenis Ugas. I did not take him lightly at all, and it was just a situation where I wasn't on point on time, and I had to do a little bit more.
How do you feel to still have the WBC world title?
I got it, man. The only thing I didn't want to hear was split draw. That would have meant I would have kept the belt, but then you have all these discrepancies about who won the fight. I think I won the fight hands down. I'm gonna say what every fighter says. Take a look at it. Hey, yeah. I do. I'm gonna take a look at it, but I want to improve from it, like I do with every fight. But I think especially me and my dad are gonna take a look at this and see, try to see what the judges were seeing. For me, my perspective when I watch myself, I try to look at it outside of myself and what could have caught the judges' eyes, what would have made them think or feel or whatever. So we'll see.
Do you expect to weight-wise in your next fight? Do you think you'll have any kind of issues about
No,
that?
sir. No, sir. This was it was a timing thing, man. I messed up my timing.
What in particular?
And,
what timing? How?
It's hard to say because if you don't do what I do, if you don't know my program and my protocol, then it's hard to. Yeah, but the protocol started a little late, and that was on my behalf. I think if anything, I might have maybe just underestimated my time compared to my protocol. It's out the way, man. The best thing about it is I went in there. I obviously gave a valiant effort, and I don't think anyone could see that I gassed out or anything like that. There's no excuses or anything like that at all.
Fight's over now. It's a deep pool at the welterweight division. Fights that can be made for you. Which fights are you looking to get to next?
3. Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman. No particular order. I think all those are fantastic fights for me, and I look forward to any of those 3 next.
Which one do you feel strongest in?
Maybe Keith because he's been out a little while. Manny's, he's a little older, so he's on the back end. I've been in the ring with him, so he really knows what I got. Errol Spence, he's only got 24 fights. I didn't even realize that until today. So maybe an experience factor right there. So every fight you got to take a look at, and obviously we'll follow the direction of my dad and the rest of my management team and all that kind of stuff. And we just, I've said it before, if you guys haven't heard, my goal from here out is to win every fight until I retire. And I'm not taking anyone lightly, I can't. And I'm here to do this as long as I can and be on top as long as I can.
I have to throw it out there. Where does Crawford fall in line? You potentially fighting him?
Myself and Terrence, if that fight is made, it's going to be made because myself and Terrence want that fight made. It's definitely overlooked in the welterweight division. And definitely one of the best fighters out there in the world.
What do you think about his fight against Amir Khan?
I think it's going to be a competitive fight for a couple rounds, and I think Terrence is going to take over. Honestly, man, I'm a fan of Terrence, and I'm not, not kissing or anything like that. I'm just keeping it real. We've known each other for a while, yada, yada, yada. But when you watch the dude fight, he really is something special. And, it's only a matter of time before he gets a fair shake in this boxing game. I think he's overlooked, underrated, and I'm looking forward to that fight. Any fight he has, again, if him and I fight, it's because him and I decide to fight. Nobody's going to force him and I to fight.
Would he be a tougher fight than Spence?
I don't know. Those are two different styles. I got to get ready for either style. I know what I'm capable of, and so it's hard to say which fight will be tougher. You got to get ready for each one.
And lastly, Sean, where did Ugas rank tonight in toughest fights?
Ugas is just that. He's tough. And honestly, I've respected him for a long time. I respect Louis DeCubas and his entire team. I know he's been waiting on this opportunity for a long time, and I hope he does not give up and he decides to go a different direction and tries to get another belt. I believe in him. I believe he can do it. And trust me, it just wasn't happening here tonight. God bless you guys, man.
Thank you, Sean. Congratulations, sir. Congrats, brother.
All right, let's back it up.
All right, guys, thank you for watching. All the footage will be up on the